Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday the 5th. Tomorrow will be the start of my 10-day vacation. Jay and I are kind of excited about it. Not just because of the fact that I get the 10 days off to basically help her out around the house and get a lot of projects that we need done. But it's also like one of those things where, with the state of the nation, state of the world, really, that 10 days away from the general populace could be very beneficial. That and a factor, I had read yesterday, it was either yesterday or Friday, I read that my little town is going on lockdown. In fact, I think the whole state is going on lockdown, where they're asking that if you're not leaving your house for your work or for essentials, to stay home. Now, the good thing about that is it decreases the chance of contamination. The downside is, how are they going to enforce it? How are they going to basically determine if somebody is going to work or leaving their home? Sorry, leaving their home for essentials. Now, your idea and my idea may be different from essentials, because I shouldn't say I run, but I work at a convenience slash gas station. So, one of the things that we sell in our store is lottery tickets. To me, that's not an essential, but there are a lot of people out there who consider lottery tickets an essential. Um, so it's not me. It's not for me to determine. What I think would be smart for economic aspects, basically, is for the duration of the COVID virus situation, that the lottery commission just suspends lottery purchases and tickets and all that stuff. I mean, yes, they can honor, yes, they should honor the tickets that have basically been sold since today. So basically, tomorrow, just suspend lottery. So it's going to be one of those, like, how do we determine what is essential, what should stay open, what should close, what should be suspended for the rest of the month or the duration of this lockdown situation. Now, what I read is some places are being basically locking down until the end of the month. Some places are basically being locked down until the CDC gives the all clear, I guess. We're losing hundreds, if not thousands, of people a day globally. I'm not just talking about here in the States, but I'm talking about globally. Last, I guess the last time I looked at to see if they determined how many people, or if the COVID virus is ending its reign of terror. Somebody had put out on Facebook or one of the different media channels, that China, what caused the COVID virus, which was basically the consumption of bat meat. I don't know who would want to eat one of those things. There's not very much meat on there. But somebody said that they're back at it. They're going back to eating what they were eating that got them sick in the first place. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's a hoax. But out of all the critters you can possibly consume, bat would be one of the last things on my list. Snake, lizard, gator, maybe. Now, I'm like most of the people in the world. I will stick to my beef, pork, chicken, fish, lamb, bats, mice, rats. No, thank you. That just, I mean, if you understood the living conditions of such animals like that, no. Um, Bats hang upside down, which means they pee and poop all over themselves. Um, Rodents, they crawl through garbage and all kinds of other stuff. In fact, mice, mice are considered blind. They find their way around by a sense of smell, and if they've found, or a lot of times, their trail to get from point A to point B is usually marked with feces and urine. So, no, thank you. Um, but tomorrow will be the start of my 10-day vacation, and Jerry-Ann and I basically have already planned that we are going to stay indoors um, to do projects and whatnot. I might have to step outside of my house to do decor and whatnot, but that's just outside of my house. I won't be interacting with people. Um, Closest interaction I'll have during that 10 days would be not even direct contact, just indirect contact by picking up my mail. But I'm not going to be one of these like, oh, I gotta touch mail. No. I've been dealing with people since the start of this whole outbreak. Um, the closest thing I've been feeling to being ill is more my allergies than anything else, because it's also that time of year. Yay. So every time I sniffle, cough, sneeze, or sound like my voice is um, basically scratchy, people get paranoid and look at me funny, and I'm like, I'm allergenic. It's spring. My allergies are going nuts. Of course, it's supposed to be spring, but it sure feels like it dropped back down into wintertime, because yesterday and today the temperatures have been in the anywhere from the high 30s to mid 40s. Um, they're saying it's supposed to be a little bit warmer. It's 45 degrees right now, so it might jump up to 50. Still, that's late fall, early winter, or late winter, early spring. It is April. It should be rainy and warming up. Rainy, yes. Warming up, no. Um, I know the last two videos that I put up was shopping hauls, and I had a third video that I was going to put up yesterday, but I did not put up, and then I reviewed it this morning and decided I'm not going to put that video up because it promotes the wrong thing. I don't want to promote negativity. I don't want to try to explain myself because of my past. Um, I'm trying not to to dwell or live in the past. I'm trying to live in the now and the hopeful future. Um, there's a lot of you who, when when I talked about living a certain kind of lifestyle, it was a lifestyle for when I'm not working, or hopefully when I'm retired. Um, and that was basically a lifestyle where I get to lounge around and live in Renaissance era clothing. Um, I've also talked about why I'm growing this and this out. It's because the fact that I'm going for a certain look. Now, a lot of you are like, well, why would you want to look like that? Because that's people of the past. And, well, after doing my research and whatnot, I realized the Norse people, or as most people call them, Vikings, their lifestyle was simple, but they also had a certain code of ethics that predates most codes of ethics. In fact, their code of ethics would be better today than our current code of ethics, because their simplest code of ethics is just simple. Maybe this sounds a little chauvinistic, but men during the Viking Age, when they weren't working on the homestead, working on the farms and whatnot, they would go out for adventures, whether it's raiding, exploring, just leaving the homestead. And while the man was out of the homestead or gone from the homestead, the wife, the woman, the head of the house, the woman who was head of the household next to the man would be in charge of everything. They shared responsibility and work and all that equally. And then when the man came home, the man gave the woman all the respect due to her as a partner, a co-owner, co-worker that even in the Bible talks about respect of the woman. And that was the simplest code of ethics. Protect your home, protect your woman, respect your home, work in tandem with each other. And it's one of the oldest codes of ethics ever known to mankind. It wasn't until, well, during that same time period, you didn't see that in Britain. You didn't see that in most of the world. Most of the world looked down at women like they were lesser, not equals. So that's my code of ethics. I respect my wife. I try to work with my wife as best as I can. I know my own stubbornness or pigheadedness gets in the way sometimes. But no. We have to live, we're husband and wife. We need to learn to respect each other, which we do. We need to learn to work with each other, which for the most part we do. But like I said, my own stubbornness or pigheadedness gets in the way. But anyhow, so starting tomorrow, I will have so much, well, I shouldn't say free time, but I will have a lot of time here at the house to do whatever. Jerry Ann has suggested that if I want my videos to go, how'd she put it? If I want my videos and my channel to become monetized, that I need to start cutting my videos down to 15 minutes. Yeah, that might be a little difficult, but I'm going to try. I know my video that I didn't post, and I know I've said this in other videos that I have posted, and a lot of you people, well, I shouldn't say a lot, but a number of you have said go live tonight. Being I don't have to worry about waking up at any given time. I don't have to worry about setting an alarm. I'm going to do my best to go live, whether it's with Gary or not. But anyhow, being this is getting close to 15 minutes, I'm going to basically do my ending. If you enjoyed what you've heard and you continue wanting to hear more, give this video a thumbs up. Any questions, comments, or suggestions for live video discussion, I'd like to hear about that in the comments box. Please, again, I will say this again, please try to keep your comments as positive as possible. I'm not trying to deter you from putting in comments, but please try to be mindful of the comments. towards me, towards my wife, towards the other people on this that are viewing this channel. Um, if you're new and you want to see or hear more, give that bell a tap, and YouTube will let you know when I put in my next video. And until next time, have a good day, be safe, and God bless.